right, good morning. I just wanted to get on quick and just give a quick testimony. Not feeling 100% today, but God is still good. I want to talk about just perseverance and just being consistent in pursuing whatever it is that God has called you to do or assigned you. And my son this morning, my middle son, he blessed my husband and I. He was assigned, I don't know if any of you guys remember when you were young, you had to learn the states, the United States of America, all the states, and memorize them. And you know, it looked impossible at first. And, you know, he was discouraged, and he tried to, the first test, his teacher allowed him and his classmates to take it as much as they can until they got it. So the first test, he got like a D. Felt bad, discouraged, felt like he couldn't do it. He even called himself dumb, and we're like, no, you're only dumb when you become lazy. When you become lazy, and you don't put effort, and you don't try, you don't pursue, you become dumb. And that is in the spiritual sense as well too. Hear me out when I speak. I'm talking also in regards to just in the Word and just learning and understanding and building. And so, what we decided to do as a family is to work with him, and to, every night, instead of getting on, watching your show, we're sitting there and we are quizzing each other. We're watching, guess what? And before you know it, the first week, I kid you not, he learned all of the capitals of every state. And then woke up this morning and said, Mom, I'm taking my test today. And I said, that's what I'm talking about. And so he woke up with my husband, and they started reviewing after he ate his breakfast and made his lunch, and got 100%. And on the way to school, he was like, I want to look at it. I want to review it again. And so we sat in the car on my phone, and he was reviewing it and guessing every state. I mean, I'm telling you guys. And one thing that encouraged me or just blessed me was when he said, thank you guys for helping. And I said, what type of family would we be if we didn't help? He was like, a bad one. I was like, well, you're right about that. But I just wanted to just get in there and encourage someone that has been given a task. It could be at work, or you're in your life with your family, whatever it is, something that looks impossible, something that looks so detrimental to where you can't even imagine or think of like how is this going to happen. And I wanted to tie into just the word of God, the things that God has promised you, the things that maybe he's told you before and you haven't seen it, and you're like, God, this is impossible. But God is an impossible God. He does the impossible, is what I mean to say. But I just want to encourage you, when you see something, when you're tasked with something that looks like diabolically crazy, start pursuing that. Be persistent, keep going, be consistent, seek help. Don't be afraid to reach out to people and ask, because you do need people. You can't do this by yourself. And then more so importantly, you need God. And so when you do that, you don't become dumb. You don't become numb. You become a expert, in a sense. And I just want to encourage you guys, because I do believe my son now is an expert at knowing the states, and and that just brought joy to me to know that he understands that people, your village is important, and that sometimes is the one that's going to help you get through, but most importantly, God. So seek him, and he will send his troops, his village, to make sure that whatever task, whatever assignment you're given, it will come to pass. Be blessed.